make me wanna with my money at. I don't feel like Big Meat. I don't feel like I'm Baby Chief.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now, here's Avdia. 4 on the shot clock. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight? Woo! Ooh.
So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
Here's Sharp. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Into the lane. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The 3. And that one's good. Riza Shea.
A true highlight of Riza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Over Ivy. And it's Sharp missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Fires for 3. Clingan with the steal. Here's Sharp. Back to Avdia. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, you got to have some fight to play in this league. Avdia is showing plenty.
And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Holiday with the 3. Connects from three-point range.
And the response triple by Holiday. He's just so competitive.
Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Outside, Avdia. Out to the right wing. Pocket 6. Shoots over Kuminga. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 3-point lead. And that one's good. Riza Shea.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Right wing. Here's Kamara. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Riza Shea. And here's Carter. For the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And it's 9 points for Rizachet.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Different look now for Portland. Lillard outside. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
On the drive, Lillard can be so quick, making it hard to cut him off.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting because of his range. He shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
From the high post, Pelicans pull it in.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Fears. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
We're already seeing what type of burst that Fears has. NBA defenses take notice.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., played college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he'd attest he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy. Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Here's Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fears. Williams with the block.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
Thibault for 3. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here's Fears. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And stolen by Fears. And there it is for him. Fears has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
A nice touch from Fears inside, showing that blend of skill and athletic ability scouts like so much.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Messi grabs the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back over to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Fears. And again, no good by New Orleans. Lillard left side. To the middle. Here's Kamara. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Pass to Bey. And Bey throws it down.
And forceful there from Bey, attacking the iron.
Lillard from outside. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the inside. Bey, no good.
Now we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Lillard driving inside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Black in the post. Hopping on the board. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Now, Reza Shea. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard with it. Lets it go with a 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Fears. So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Diving in and slam dunk by Fears.
I just love the energy and heart this young man Fears plays with.
Lillard attacking. Fears clinging. And here's Sharp. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lillard misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And stolen by Lillard. Last break, here come the Trailblazers. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kamare. Back to Sharp. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Ivy. That one falls. And it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 5. On New Orleans, back in a moment. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times have passed, their seats have grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Here's Murray. Clinging with the block.
And with every swat, Clinging is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
Right side, Avdija. Yes, that goes in. Avdija's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Avdija on the wing. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And finished off by Avdija.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Back to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Got the ball here for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much.
Savvy play call by Henderson. Go into that pick and roll to create the space he needs.
And as his career has progressed, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Well, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
A three-pointer off the mark. Holiday with it. Out guarded by Murray. It's Henderson on the wing. Banked in off the glass. Henderson's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Ivey. And he lays it straight in. Ivey's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Avdija on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. Avdija's got 9 points here in the second half.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Look, he craves that contact. Carter Jr. almost daring you to try and stop him.
And it's Sharp missing. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pearson's shot is off. Portland leading. Outside, Avdija. Pass to Sharp. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Jeremiah Fears.
Well, you see the potential Sharp has on plays like this. Just a ferocious scorer who fights through tough defense.
Williams comes with a double team. Now Black. Carter with the screen. A wide open look here for Fears. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And hey, this rookie Fears can drain that midi with the best of them.
Pass to Sharp. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Grant outside. Got a piece of it. To the wing right side. And stolen by Lillard. And the dunk by Grant.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that home.
Pass to Rizachet. Now Fears. With 1 on the clock. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Portland out in front. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 4. Now, here's Sean. It's blocked. Here's Fears. To Bay. And Bay throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Now, Fears. just 5 to shoot. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Sooner or later, you knew Fields was going to take over. He has been outstanding tonight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
There's the double team with Abdia. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by Ivy.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Ivy. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Carter. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He knows every possession is critical now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Kept alive. Here's Messi. Murray outside. Back to Messi. That one goes in.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
Here's Henderson, and he banks in the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Outside, Murray. Does not go. Portland trailing here. Henderson with it. Now guarded by Murray. Takes the three. Drained from outside. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Yeah, just a tenacious play by Rishi. He wants to be the guy who delivers for his team in these moments.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. Holiday surveying the floor. And he makes that one count.
Huge bucket by Holiday there. His team really needed that
one. Ivy with it. Carter with the screen. Takes it inside. It's Ivy. 6 to shoot. 20 feet away. Holiday there for the rebound. Portland leading. .129 left in the game. Abdia! Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the play.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, softly lays it in.
Big moment. They trusted him, and Fears delivered.
Lillard, right side. Outside, Avdia. And it doesn't go. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
5 to shoot.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Lillard can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Get on an open look like that. He's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He'll put back. Kuminga. Oh, the dunk.
And how about that composure from Kuminga, answering the call when his team needed one.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And here's Sharp. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.